Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday, just a tad after 6:30, actually closer probably to 7. Battery in my clock ain't working right, and I can't see my phone because now it's on video mode. I think it's around 7-ish. Just got home from work, was dabbling on YouTube. Mr. Heavy Chevy posted a video midweek. The funniest thing was I was going to do it midweek, so he beat me to it. But as you can see, tires are mounted, rims are painted. I think it looks darn sexy. It's the back ones. They look really cool. Can't really get the look of the car. There's too much crud in the way. But what have I been doing? Well, just been busy lately. But I have been trying really hard to, keep at it. Pretty much got the whole floor structure done. So now the body is, sitting on its own new framework that sits on the frame. It's got a whole bunch more mounts, probably more than stock. And I added 2 back here. There's actually 1 here that I added. And I added 1 back here, so the back of the car wasn't, jiggly. Originally, it didn't really have that. It ended right here, and the back of the car just hung there. So it all unbolts. Obviously, it raises up off the frame. It clears my suspension. It doesn't look like it from here, but it actually does. I'm going to put my gas tank there. I got that already. I'll show you that in a second. But the biggest accomplishment... Oops, sorry. I think I told you guys, but I bought a shrinker and a stretcher and a bead roller from Eastwood. The bead roller I'm not too happy with. It's better than the Harbor Freight one, but I gotta do a little bit more modifying to it. These don't sit still, and there are set screws in it, but it still wants to walk around, and they're not machine perfect. This here is really stupid, so I'm going to make a different one with a T-handle on it so I can adjust it better without using a crescent wrench. Little goofy things like that, but I got to upgrade on this. But the shrinker stretcher, oh, those are cat's ass, man. Those work sweet. I don't know why I never bought them before. So, I made my wheel well. Made that outer piece. I don't have a metal brake. That's something I'm going to have to do here. But I, kind of guessed on where it was going to be, measured it out, and I measured it out on a piece of sheet metal, and then kind of, guesstimated my depths, and I wanted about a 1-inch flange on it. So I bent that. So, okay, went over to the shrinker stretcher and started shrinking it to get my radius. And it would, don't make it sound like I knew what I was doing here, right? Trust me, it took me probably 2.5 hours to get that bent at the right contour to match the original contour of the body, and then obviously trim it and everything so it matched up really good. I'm just extremely shocked how easy that went, though. I mean, like I said, I should have bought one of them years ago. And then my filler piece, I cut that out of the sheet metal, kind of measured up what I needed. Should have made it a little bit longer on this side, but I didn't. But no big deal. I figured that out. And I did my bead rolls in there. The middle bead roll, that didn't turn out very good. You're never going to see it. I'm not too worried. The second one I did was a little bit better. The third one, obviously, better. As I learn that tool, it'll get easier because I got lots of bead rolling to do in this floor. So I got that all tacked in. Still got more welding to do. But that's what it looks like on the outside. Like I said, I got more welding to do here. I got a little hole here I gotta make a patch for. It's all spot welded all the way around through here. And for the most part, I got most of it welded. But it gives me probably a good, I'd say 2 inches from the tire to that. And obviously I got beefed that up a little bit in there. My plan of attack is to bring the floor to that all the way down, and then I'll make a runner and bring the floor to that. Haven't gotten that far in life. The front, once I get the back done, then I'll probably notch out for the firewall, get my engine tranny mocked up in here, and then we'll slowly keep trimming until I get where I want. I'm pretty sure the firewall I'm going to take out, probably either flip it around, or I got a couple other ideas. I don't want to just put a hunk of sheet metal in front because I don't like the way that looks. I like the way that firewall looks. I like the, you know, like the bubbly of it. I just did a little bit of research, you know, flipping them around. That seems to work pretty good. Some people just cut it here and, you know, recess the motor. I don't like that look. I'm not a fan of that. Looks too much like a, you know, shoebox or something. But and I've seen where you take a wheelbarrow and you cut the wheelbarrow and use that as your engine reset. That's okay, but nah, I'm not a fan of that either. But I've seen some pictures and articles on taking that and flipping it around, and I've seen a couple other ideas. Not that far yet. We'll figure that out when we get there, but we'll get there. So that's why the front's not done yet, because until I make my firewall and where that's going to be, I'm not going to make my front mounts yet. And I know this mount here I'm going to probably end up notching for the transmission, but for now I just ran the bars across. I can always go back and cut them and make my little bendy bends and go from there. I just want to get the body square, level, and sitting, which it is now. And that's where we're at. So that's my midweek update. I know I was going to do a video in the weekend, but Saturday was just busy, and Sunday I pretty much locked myself in here and went to work. I mean, it took me a while to get that done, but once I figured it out and I was moving, I didn't want to stop. So I didn't get out here until like 11 o'clock Sunday night, which is way past my bedtime. But I couldn't stop until I had it done because it just looked so cool. So that's where we're at. And I remember In Debt for Kids, Steve, he made a comment of cleaning a shop before he got any further. I left a comment, you can come and help me clean mine, because it's a disaster. Actually, it's not as bad as it was Sunday. I mean, it's like a sheet metal laying on the floor, workbench is a mess. Yeah. But, he's like, he'd come and raid my fridge. Well, he's a little bit too late. Oh, I'm wrong. There's a beer in there. A lonely beer. And a case of soda. I guess I gotta do some shopping this weekend. Can't have a shop fridge without beer in it. It's just not right. But, yeah. And then, Jeff Chance put a video up of the time lapse of the storms that came through Sunday. Like I said before, I was pretty much hard at it on here, trying to get everything done. And I had the old jukebox just blaring in the corner there, playing, you know, AC/DC and all the other good stuff. So I never did hear the sirens or, you know, my warning on my phone go off or anything like that. I didn't know there was tornadoes coming. And we didn't have any major stuff going on around here. It was windy as all heck. A couple towns over in Allenton, they lost some barns and I think a shed or two. A lot of roofs, a lot of trees down. But nothing like the devastation that, you know, Central Illinois got. So, but it was an interesting storm to say the least. And then obviously right after the storm it got cold. I think last night it was only 20 degrees and they're talking like upward of, let's see, it'd be lower teens this Friday and possibly even single digits already. That's just too cold. And snow. So if that happens, it means they'll be salting the roads and stuff like that's not going to be driven no more this year. That sucks. Last year I was driving almost up to Christmas. This year I don't even think I'm going to make it to Thanksgiving. Oh well. So that's it. That's my update. Oh, got my gas tank here too. That's the plan. It's been laying in the barn for as long as I can remember. And I forget what Dad said it came from. I don't remember the dent in it, so sometime as a child I probably jumped on it. But it does have a funky spot here. I'm going to cut that out, re-weld in a new piece. The inside of the tank is perfectly clean, and it's the perfect dimensions for what I need. I was even toying with the idea of making a fuel tank, and I might still do that, I don't know yet, but for right now, we'll see if we can resurrect this and make this happen. So that's about it. That's my update, and if the weekend goes the way I want it to, we'll be crack-a-lacking on this. And if not, well, we'll be doing something, but I gotta get this done. So, talk to you guys later.